So what is an LLC? The latest data shows that 73.2% of all companies formed in the U.S. are LLCs or limited liability companies. Only 20% are corporations. The remaining minority are those such as limited partnerships and statutory trusts. LLCs are popular because they are flexible. They can be taxed in 4 ways and easy to operate as they don't have as many formalities such as shareholder and board of directors meetings that corporations have. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, starting an LLC may be one of the best ways to establish credibility and protect your assets from lawsuits as long as the LLC is set up properly. And this video will give you an overview of the main benefits of an LLC, how an LLC protects you from lawsuits, LLC taxation, why it's so important to have a properly worded operating agreement, and using a professional LLC formation service such as our team of attorneys. Now, we'll give you some free information to help you achieve financial freedom using your LLC. Hi, I'm the Business Guy, and we're answering the question, what is an LLC? And if you're watching this video on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you could please take your mouse or your thumb and click the like button below so that YouTube will promote this video. Thank you so much. And you can also click the subscribe button so that when more videos come out like this, you'll get notified. Now, millions of new businesses are formed in the U.S. every year, and the most common are sole proprietorships, general partnerships, corporations, and limited liability companies. The structure you choose for your business will affect how you pay your taxes and whether or not you can lose your personal assets when somebody sues your business. Now, each state is unique on setting up your business and keeping it in good standing. One of the best legal tools for lawsuit protection and tax savings is the limited liability company or LLC. Now, here are some of the major benefits of an LLC. First of all, the LLC is legally separated from its owners. That is, when somebody sues you, there are provisions in the law so that it protects you from losing items such as your house, your car, and your bank accounts. The second benefit is that LLCs have flow-through taxation. That is, by default, whatever profit the LLC makes flows through to its owners. That means there's no tax at the company level, and owners simply report earnings on their personal tax returns. A corporation, on the other hand, pays taxes on its own profits by default unless one makes an S corporation election. Third, you can choose sole proprietorship taxation for your LLC if it has one owner, or partnership taxation if it has 2 or more owners. Or you can make a tax filing so that your LLC is taxed as a C corporation, and another filing if you want to be taxed as an S corporation. So unlike a for-profit corporation that has only 2 ways that it can be taxed, a C corporation or an S corporation, an LLC has 4 ways. Fourth, the accounting and legal formalities are simple. As long as the LLC is set up correctly, there is minimal paperwork, such as no need to keep shareholders and board of directors meeting notes every year as required with corporations. Fifth, and this is a big one, that most corporations don't have when somebody sues you personally. For example, you're driving home from dinner on Saturday night and you rear end somebody's car. They sue you for more than your insurance covers. Let's say that your LLC owns real estate. There are provisions in most LLC statutes such that when somebody gets a judgment against you, they cannot take your company away from you and everything that it owns. This is called charging order protection. Now, in most states, your LLC needs to have 2 or more members to take advantage of this benefit. As of this recording, there are 5 states that give charging order protection if you are the only owner. And those states are Alaska, South Dakota, Nevada, Delaware, and our favorite because of the low cost and tax-free status, Wyoming. Even better yet, a Nevis company, N-E-V-I-S, which is a foreign company in the Caribbean island of Nevis. So those are some of the top benefits of forming your LLC. Now, there are other reasons, such as privacy of ownership with our nominee manager privacy service, so your name does not appear in the public records, so if somebody is sniffing around for your assets to see if they want to sue you. In addition, unlike an S corporation where you need a U.S. person, you don't need to be a U.S. citizen or have a U.S. residency status to be the member of an LLC. So if you want legal protection and tax benefits, an LLC is a great option for operating your business. Okay, now let's talk about how your LLC protects your personal assets. If you run your business as a sole proprietorship or partnership, and somebody gets hurt in your business, or something that you do hurt somebody, the lawsuit comes after you personally, and they may be able to take your home, your car, your bank account, and so on. So with a sole proprietorship or partnership, the law considers you and your business one in the same. The reason an LLC protects you is because the law sees the LLC as a separate person that absorbs its own liability instead of you personally. Okay, how do you get the best protection from your LLC? Here's the answer. It's not enough just to have an LLC. First and foremost, it needs to be set up properly. And that's why our attorneys can be your best friend when somebody decides to drag you down to the courthouse. You sleep like a baby knowing your LLC is set up correctly. Second, you need to sign documents on behalf of your LLC as its manager, for example, and not you personally. So it's not just signing the contract Pat Smith, it's Pat Smith, comma, manager of Prime Property Holdings, LLC, a Wyoming limited liability company, for example. Third, you keep business and personal payments separate. You would not pay your personal light bill with your LLC bank account, for example. You don't use your LLC debit card to buy burgers for the family on the way to the ballgame. You pay for a business ad on Craigslist with your LLC's debit card, and if you need money in your personal account, you pay yourself a salary from the LLC's bank account to your personal account. Then you use your personal bank account to take your spouse out for dinner on Saturday night. Fourth, and this is very important, you must have a properly drafted operating agreement. I believe our in-house attorneys have the strongest operating agreement in the country. Fifth, you avoid using your LLC for fraudulent, illegal activities. In other words, your LLC will not protect you personally if you use it to commit a crime, such as tricking a bunch of people out of their money and giving them nothing in return. So use your LLC ethically and treat people right. Sixth, you need to keep up to date on your annual filings. In fact, we have a whole department here that helps our clients do just that and can help remind you when things are due. Plus, we have something called the Corporate Shield program that helps people keep their company's I's dotted and T's crossed so that when a crusty old judge examines your record book, it will help you rest assured that your legal structure is strong and can protect you when you need it. And seventh, if you haven't already, please click the like button below for the YouTube algorithm. And when you do, I'll answer the age-old question, does the business guy wear pants? Actually, no, I live in Florida, and I'm wearing shorts right now. And as soon as this video is over, I'm ripping off this tie and putting on a polo shirt. Okay, now you cannot prevent all problems, but you can prepare for the most likely attacks to protect yourself and your assets and everything you worked so hard for. So you can have peace of mind while you are pursuing your vision of financial freedom. Now let's delve in more deeply to how LLCs are taxed. As we discussed, LLCs are quite flexible because you can choose how you want to be taxed. If you're the only member, your LLC can be taxed as a sole proprietorship. Now in this case, the LLC acts as bulletproof glass. The bullets represent the lawsuits. So the glass prevents most of the lawsuit bullets from hitting you personally. The sunshine represents the taxes, which flows straight through to you. So how it is taxed and how it protects you are in two separate buckets. For example, when somebody sues a sole proprietorship, the owner is personally liable for that lawsuit. But with an LLC, you still keep your legal protection even if it's taxed as a sole proprietorship. See the difference? So the sole proprietorship does not protect you from business lawsuits, but an LLC taxed as a sole proprietorship can. So you report your LLC's income on your personal tax returns at the end of the year. Now, if your LLC has more than one member, your multi-member LLC does not pay any taxes itself. Instead, all profits pass through to the members. Just like the single member LLC, members pay the IRS on their individual tax returns. So those are the two default taxation methods, sole proprietorship and partnership, and these are the ones that most people choose. Now, if you like, you can fill out an 8832 form so the LLC is taxed as a C corporation. And in addition to that, if you fill out a 2553 form, you can have it taxed as an S corporation. And you'll need to file separate annual company tax returns with the IRS if you choose either of these modes of taxation. Now, I'm not a CPA and this isn't tax advice, so be sure to get tax advice from a CPA before you do anything mentioned in this video, and you can also talk to our in-house attorneys if you need legal advice and see if they can help. Now, what about state income taxes? When it comes to state income taxes, since most LLCs are pass-through entities, individual members pay state taxes instead of the LLCs. In some states, the LLC does pay certain kinds of taxes, including the following: franchise tax, sales tax, withholding tax, and unemployment insurance tax. Again, check with a licensed accountant for more information. Okay, now let's talk about how important your operating agreement is. When people call us to set up an LLC, we emphasize the importance of an operating agreement. You keep your operating agreement inside of your company record book that we provide you when you set up the LLC. The operating agreement is not filed in the public records. However, when somebody sues you or your LLC, it can act as a legal shield to protect you from the lawsuit machine gun. The operating agreement specifies management, your voting rights, who has contributed what to the company, and who is entitled to distributions of profit. In addition to state statutes, it can also specify whether or not when somebody sues you, they can jump in and take over your company from you. Now, this is a big deal, and many operating agreements fail to address this extremely important protection that your LLC offers. Now, we provide properly structured operating agreements to everybody we set up an LLC for, and our attorneys can help you tailor them if needed. Now, as a professional LLC formation service with attorneys on staff, we properly file the paperwork. We also have services where we can apply for a tax ID number with the IRS if needed, so you can open up a bank account. Single-member LLCs typically use the Social Security number of the member. Now, LLCs also need a registered agent in the state where the LLC is formed, and where an out-of-state LLC is registered to do business in another state. And we provide registered agent services in all 50 states and many offshore countries. A registered agent is a central place to receive all official papers for the company. We also have mail forwarding, phone answering, and nominee manager services if you need additional privacy. Your registered agent can also get your annual reports filed in time so that your company stays in good standing. We're also available during regular business hours to receive official mail and legal papers on behalf of your company. Now, a big benefit of a professional registered agent service is privacy. Since the registered agent is listed in the public records, you don't want a deranged customer to go online to a state website and be able to look up your home address where you and your family sleep at night. You also don't want some big ugly process server banging on your door and handing you legal papers in front of your family, friends, and neighbors. So to keep your personal information out of the public records, hiring a professional LLC formation service is the easy way to get it done. I hope this video has helped you understand the basics of an LLC and how it can protect you and your family from lawsuits. We've gone over some of the tremendous benefits of forming an LLC for your business, including lawsuit protection and tax benefits. Visit assetprotectionplanners.com and fill out a free consultation form. Please click like below, subscribe, and share this video with others. This is The Business Guy.